Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Second down, looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Moore. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. On a punt now for the first time today. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner heads out of bounds. Breaks it open space. Tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Game moves the ball to the 38, another first down. A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Moore. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's another deep shot. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Trying to find room. It's Haynes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. They'll give it to the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Now they're putting themselves in these third and long situations, and it's simply not a recipe for success. They can't keep this up as this game wears on.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this is off the side of the foot. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The quarterback looking to throw it on second down. With the catch, it's Morgan. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, giving this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Morgan. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On the run here. Lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run the option. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them. So
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here's that defense shifting again. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
How aggressive is this play call? Backed up here on 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Moore. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Wolverines offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. On 1st down, it's play action. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. A crucial pick 6.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. It's a shotgun run call. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Looks right for a quick completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. He hands it to the back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And the Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up. Defense not pressing this time. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Hands off to the left. Picks up the first, looking for more. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Moore. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. It's a toss to the left side. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Fights off a defender. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They tackle him at the 48. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Toss play to the running back going left. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Hill.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back. The back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Moore. Throws to the tight end. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the same runner's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Running back with the football. Breaks free. He's got the first and still going. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. breaks free. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the grab on the move. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
He's knocked down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line.
29 Philly, 2-0.
They'll toss it to the right side. He breaks free. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To throw, it's Moore. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw caught on the left side. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Down the middle, it's Hill. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Moore. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down now after the sack. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to throw it deep. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Secondary backed up off the ball now. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick. If they can recover it, you never know.
Here's the point after attempt. They make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Now here's the toss play. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Here's the toss play now. Running to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.